second baseman, Javier Baez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped two straight.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Now the 1-0. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Three and 0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
.30 pitch. And that misses as well. So that might portend some trouble tonight as he begins the game with 4 wide ones.
Batting second here tonight, center fielder number 5.
So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch on its way. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It's there, and he is out trying to steal second as he's nailed by Suzuki.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
A fastball right over the outside corner.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits third best in the National League. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
The 0-1. Missed with a slider. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Popped him up. And he will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hitting over 350 in road games coming into this one, and it just seems like he comes ready to play. Maybe he really likes sleeping in hotels, or maybe he thrives off taking it to the home crowd. But whatever it is, it's working this year.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Here's the 1-0. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Almora on third. Bryant at second with 2 gone. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. No balls and a strike to count. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
The 1-1 home. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Man, he's an absolute train wreck out there so far. That's his second wild pitch of the first inning. We'll see if he can get the train back on the tracks here, but something is definitely off with his delivery right now.
Now the 2-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. Jose Quintana is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
So striding in, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Ozzie Albies waits on deck. That one's in there, 3-1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And the 3-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses that balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, that 2-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Popped up. Rizzo on the move. 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First offering on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike to Freeman.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
To 2-2 now. On the ground to second for Baez. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's hoping to start this series a little better than the one he finished last time. He was 0 for 5 on Sunday.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's take a look at Nick Markakis. This guy just does everything right. A coach's dream. Can go back on the ball, come get it, throw guys out at the plate, cover gap to gap as well.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Jose Quintana. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Hit down the line at first. This is foul for the first strike. He'll come in with an average down to 230. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup, because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, Go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ryan Schimpf. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Squared that one up just a little late.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. And that one just missed outside. Here's the 2-1 home. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. In the outfield, Jason Hayward, elite defender. Takes amazing routes to the ball, unbelievable arm, a guy you need playing defense for you.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate ball.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Schimpf, base runner at first with 1 out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Here he comes on 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. First and second now, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
So striding forward now, Lane Adams. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Quintana sets. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground, and that's going to land foul. This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Digging in for his second at bat, Javier Baez. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Nope. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Now the 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Bases are empty, one man out. Almora with an even count, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Suzuki corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Almora is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bryant carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Strike called, 2-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Sean Newcomb, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, AntDogg1963's.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. Albies is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball called for strike two. Albies leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Albies is on the move. Pitch inside, the throw.
Yes,
and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Now the pitch. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Here he comes again, 1-2. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In now, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Adams sprinting after it, but it's the center fielder who gets there. And there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Digging in to try it again. Ian Happ 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Half with a 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top 2. Leading off the inning, Freddie Freeman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses. Ball 2.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Freeman will head to second. And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Standing in now, Ryan Schimpf, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. So 1-1 is strike two swinging.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit back up the middle. There to play it is Zobrist. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
First delivery to him on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Happ giving chase. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And the next in is Johan Camargo as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Quintana sets. Here it comes on 1-0. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Shortstop, Ben Zobrist.
Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope. A nice job by the retreating first baseman to look it in for the out.
The pitcher, number 62, Jose Quintana.
Ready for another chance? Jose Quintana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Striding in once again, Jason Hayward. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're up 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lane Adams. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far. this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Looped over toward first, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, Hector Sean Newcomb.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Sean Newcomb. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth.
Center fielder number 11, Ender Inciarte.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Almora will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1. Here's Javier Baez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Popped him up. Freeman takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up. Albies ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in and looking for more, Ozzie Albies popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's swung on and missed. So good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Freddie Freeman. He doubled his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. The 1-1. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
A ball and no strikes. From the belt, kicks and deals. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll be off the wall in right center. Freeman rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score, and the deficit is down to only one now, and he'll get in there safely.
Wow, with one out, and he clutches up with an RBI triple, which is his second hit of the game, so he's starting to put together a pretty big game here.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he rips it on the ground to second. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Again, a 1-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Bryant camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop,
Ready once again, Johan Camargo, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And that's going to plate the go-ahead run from second as they move out in front here, 3-2.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Cubs 2. Back here at SunTrust Park, 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Anthony Rizzo. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
This thing's far from...
First pitch on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Outside and low, 3-0. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. And that's over. 2-1.
2-1.
Rizzo aboard here at first with nobody out. Two and two to the Cubs catcher. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Liner toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulders up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Grant Dayton is going to have his work cut out for him here. 2 runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. Into the box, Ben Zobrist. And now the runner breaks for the plate. And the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Tommy LaStella will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Tommy LaStella.
No balls and one strike. LaStella, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Here it comes on 0-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him. But the tying run comes across to score here as this one looks like it'll go to the wire. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. And we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 37, Justin Wilson.
Dansby Swanson is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And this is taken outside for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set. Here it comes. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Bryant is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 1.
Ready for another shot now. Ozzie Albies. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Rex Brothers has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 57, Rex Brothers.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
A pause and the 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. Here's Javier Baez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. One out, nobody on. The 1-1 is taken high above the zone. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Albert Almora waits on deck. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. We're in the 8th inning of a tie ball game here at SunTrust Park as you get a look at our line score to this point. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up around the face. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. He stays alive, still 2-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Digging in to try it again. Freddie Freeman, he singled his last time up.
Ready.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And